Okay, see you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosme. We are going to do a live reaction video today to two different bands and two different songs. Right now, we have Ava from the band Weird Wolves with us. Hello, Ava.
Hello.
And George from the very awesome band Dishwalla is back on the show. Happy to have you here, George. What's going on, man?
Hey, man, how are you?
Good. So I'm excited that you're back on the show, and this is going to be super fun. I haven't seen Ava in about a week or so happy to see you again.
Yes.
And one of the bands is your band, George, the Penfifteen Club.
Yes.
I didn't even know you had another. I guess, was it like a side project, or was it while you were in Dishwalla?
No, I took a little hiatus from Dishwalla.
Okay.
A really funny, a friend of mine in another band called it I Hate Us instead of a hiatus. So we had that little break with Dishwalla, and it's funny because Robbie and I from Dishwalla had always wanted to play with this guy from a band called Silverjet, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was in Lost Kittens, which is the band that Chris Shiflett from the Foo Fighters was in.
Cool.
Before, obviously being in the Foo Fighters.
Right.
Right. So just a bunch of local boys that we had kind of always grown up appreciating and wanting to play with. And when I moved to LA, he called me and said, hey, I want to start a band, because all of our bands ended in some kind of, typical made for VH1, band ending movie.
Right.
And so we were all I wouldn't say bitter, but just kind of let's just have fun, because that's why we originally started this. Mm-hmm. And hence the name. It's not a very serious name, obviously.
Right.
And so our whole goal was just to play and just enjoy playing. Almost like we want the 90s got so serious and so dark and so whatever ironic, and had to have a point and all this stuff. And we kind of wanted to get back to Van Halen and partying and drinking beers and chicks and just kind of like silly,
yeah,
and even though we were 40, but it started as this never a joke, but kind of lighthearted and fun thing. And I'll never forget Luke coming to practice one night, and he goes, dude, I met these chicks last night. There were these heiresses to some hotel thing and total fake IDs, because there's no way they were 21. And one of them's got roller skates on, and she's got a bunny in her purse, like a live bunny she's cruising around with, the dragonfly, and she's got these fairy wings on and stuff. And so the lyrics are literal. They're he really a girl, that had a bunny with skates on at a nightclub, and so the next a month or two later, he comes in, and I don't know if you remember W Magazine was this big hoity-toity New York magazine thing.
I feel like I've seen the magazine sitting at a dentist office or something.
Exactly. Well, yeah. Total dentist office. What are cool people in New York doing, kind of thing.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? And so there's this whole article. He's like, dude, these are the girls I met. They're the Hilton sisters, right? And so he writes a song about her. We're playing at the Viper Room, right? Mm-hmm. And these two guys come up after the show, and they're like, hey, did you guys just do a song about Paris Hilton? And we're like, yeah. And well, we're doing this TV show called The Simple Life, and it's her and Nicole Richie, and they're going to put them in a bunch of situations that rich girls don't get into, and get them all dirty and see how they react and stuff, right? And the way licensing works for TV shows is if they do it for a one-off, it's one thing, right? Mm-hmm. But then if they like it and they keep using it, then it has this incremental bump up in how much they have to pay you and blah blah blah, right?
Okay.
And if it's a feature or if it's whatever. So we're not even trying to do anything. We just want to play the Viper Room and the Roxy once a month or something. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
That's all we want to do. And then all of a sudden we've got this hit song that's on a TV show.
That is super cool that happened.
Crazy. And then we went and toured Japan, and it was this whole we're actually big in Japan. I know that's a T-shirt, but we really actually
yeah. Dude, now when we play this song, not if, because we're gonna play it. I hope I don't get dinged on Facebook. Might ding it, and YouTube might ding it. They're weird about stuff.
Because of the cussing, you mean?
No. Just because music generally that's mainly copyrighted by bigger like if it's a Universal record band or
Right.
something like that. The fact one of my videos got blocked on YouTube because of that. And Ava, you were on that episode with me, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But we are going to play your song first, as we talked about it. But talking about TV, I do want to let everyone know something personal. My wife and I decided to tonight is our last night of actually having cable television. We didn't realize it. We have all these apps on our TV that we can download, and for like a total of between Netflix, Paramount, Disney Plus, and a couple other ones, like Samsung has its own, I think. We're gonna be paying $30 a month, and all the shows that we watch are on the apps that we're gonna pay for. So, like, what's the point of cable?
I got rid of cable a long time ago.
Did you,
Yes.
George? What's your thoughts on cable TV?
Well, I called the other day because I don't. There's no reason for me to have TV at work. Like, why should you have a TV at your office?
When you're doing a job, yeah.
Right. So I got this bundle that makes everything cheaper. And if I took the TV off of the bundle, then now my phone and my internet is more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gives me basic cable for $20 less a month. But then right when you get to the point where like, I'm going to switch to that channel I can actually watch something on.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have that channel.
Yeah, that's right. That's the way
It's
it
just the
works.
bundled cable. It's just the shit channels.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, it sucks. What?
I used to have Dish, and like I think Dish is the worst.
Yeah, I had Dish too. I didn't like Dish that much. I did switch though, but luckily for me, like my cell phone, we don't have a house phone. My cell phone, my cable, and my internet, they're all separate. I'm pretty sure they're all separate.
I don't know that kind of living. I've only had a bundled life.
We used to have a bundle, but I had to switch my internet to a different provider just because the internet that they had for us wasn't good enough for me to stream on. So I had to change it. I used to pause all the time. Ava knows that. I made the switch. So we have a couple of things to talk about. We do want to talk about Rock Shop and what you're doing with that. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and play the Penfifteen Club. What's the name of this song and when did it come out?
It's called Hey Miss Hilton, and I think it's about 14 years ago now.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's check it out. Now, there is a long beat in the very beginning.
I'm not really sure why that's on there.
I don't know, but it's about to play.
Okay.
Here we go. There's that beat.
I think it's only funny because it's irritating. Like it's too long for it to go on. Oh, how funny they did this. And you're like,
My wife was like, is my ears ringing earlier because I went to go watch it?
Well, in this, like, who does that?
I mean, I would have done that. But I'm a rookie. Let's see. Here's the song. One thing I do notice right away is the shirts keep on changing. Like the outfits are changing. So was that suit when you guys were shooting this video? Did you have to constantly? I mean, did you have to do the song a whole bunch of times to get all the different shirts?
We probably did this song like 150 to 200 times that day.
Oh, geez.
And we would wear every single outfit and switch between them all. Yeah, it was nuts. We got there in the morning and left way after dark.
I wonder if you can see that in the video as the shirts are switching. If you can see the lighting change with the sun movement.
Yeah.
Let's check.
Oh my, look at that. Stone cold
Yeah.
fox and platinum hair. Short
Oh, yeah, you can.
skirt, belly there. Make a chick wanna hate, make a boy wanna stare. Well, Miss Hilton, you must be worth $1 trillion. Keep the feet.
Oh, so this is the song about Paris Hilton.
Yes.
Okay.
It's called Hey Miss Hilton.
Yeah. No, yeah. Okay.
Well, that was the lead up story about the heiresses in the bar with the bunnies and the.
Was that a real chicken?
Oh, Sebastian.
Was that a real chicken?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But I forgot about the chicken, and it's very literal in that. It's something about a chick, and he puts a chicken in the picture.
Yeah, it works.
And the guy on the guitar is Aaron Mulder, who was the bass player for Sugar Cult, and then also Edward Sharp of the Magnetic Zeros.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
That you don't really give a Miss Hilton, I like the way you push and glide. Roller skates on a social butterfly. Whoa. Breeze by velvet ropes. Ski this town like a bunny.
It's so weird seeing you with like jet black hair.
Yeah.
I might have dyed it even then, though.
Are you guys on like a bike trail or like a running trail?
We're basically out in the out at a like at a, I wouldn't say a park, like a hiking trail. Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
and yeah.
Did you get hikers walking by while you're shooting the video?
No, because I think it was on private property.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh my, there she goes. A long running girl and a short running clothes.
Light pins.
Well, Miss Hilton, you must be worth $1 trillion. Was it you with your buddy all up in the club? Miss Hilton, I like the way you push and glide. Roller skates on a social butterfly. Come on.
Okay. Who's the trumpet player?
That's also Aaron.
Okay. Did
So-
you guys go ahead?
Well, so we knew he wanted a trumpet solo on this song, and I don't know why we knew that, but we
It fits.
because we just did. And he hadn't played trumpet since 8th grade. And so Luke told him we were just getting levels, like just checking it out to see how it sounded. He said, I just want to hear how it sounds, so just go for something, because we didn't want it to be really super great. And so this is the very first time Aaron's played trumpet since 8th grade. Not a second take. This is
Oh
the
my
only
God.
time. Yeah.
And it works.
Well, yeah, check it and see.
Let's,
Miss Hilton, you
totally
must be
works.
worth $1 trillion.
yeah, it works.
Get the feeling that you don't really give a Miss Hilton, I like the way you push and glide. Roller skates on a social butterfly. Well, Miss Hilton.
Did you think that you would be out there still shooting the video at nighttime?
Oh no.
So, but honestly, it kind of works out, and the pants you guys are wearing kind of made it look cool at night.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny how things just kind of work out the way they're supposed to sometimes?
Well, since we hadn't really prepared for it, we knew we wanted to at least be able to see the lights at dusk or whatever, but it ended up being, 4 hours later. The lights behind us are all cars. So
Wow,
those are all headlights.
there's people driving.
Well, no, I mean,
They're your cars.
Yeah, we parked them there.
Okay.
They're not driving at us.
I didn't look like there was a road near there, but hell, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Must be worth $1 trillion. Was it you with your body all up in the club? Miss Hilton, I like the way you push and glide. Roller skates on a social butterfly. Whoa. Miss Hilton. Miss Hilton. Miss Hilton.
Is that a dog? Yeah, it was a dog.
Well, sure.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, there's my screen recording on my phone. Doing the shot. Yeah, that's I wonder if Paris Hilton ever heard that song and jammed it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that because it just seems like it was so much fun.
Oh, totally. Yeah. No, that band has been nothing but fun. Yeah.
And that band is you guys obviously don't really do stuff anymore, or do you now?
Not really. I mean, not just because of the pandemic. We kind of, when I started playing again with Dishwalla, and I think one guy was being an attorney, and another guy was I can't remember, but everyone kind of got distracted with their own stuff.
Yeah.
And we never broke up. We're still a band, and we'll still do a show someday. But there's been a pandemic, so
Right.
Yeah, it makes it hard. Let's talk about Rock Shop, man. What do you got going on with that?
Well, I found a new place.
Okay.
And I'm like today built the third studio inside the facility, and we're gonna build the stage next week, and it's a brand new, like it's a fresh kind of start. kind of like when Rock Shop first started, because you were there, Ava, when it first started, when we first built the room. You were in that newspaper article about how we first built the place, right?
Right, and I hated it because it looked like I was like in so much pain.
You know what's funny is like working with teenagers, like you and Sam and Alyssa had to be on the like all over the news press in the most like, oh God, time of your whole lives.
Yeah.
So great. But this is that again. The Rock Shop has been incredible and amazing things have happened there, but I feel like a new start, and it's exciting, you know.
That's awesome, man.
Sure.
And the everywhere's kind of opening back up again, so it's kind of a fresh start to everything. We didn't really talk about it too much. I know we touched base on it when we had Dishwalla on the show, but I don't think we got too much into what Rock Shop actually is. So if you want to kind of explain that for anyone who's like, what is Rock Shop?
Well, like to simplify it, it's like a school of rock, but I think that kind of oversimplifies it, and it really came from I had 2 guitar teachers as well as giving drum lessons at my place. And Alistair Green, who tours all over, is a huge blues guitarist. He came to me and he said, isn't it weird that we've got all these teenagers that are really good, but they're not automatically wanting to start a band? Because in the late 70s, early 80s, or whatever it was when we all started, if you were a teenager and you played well and you played at a level that, you know, could be in a band or pro, you looked for other people to play with. And what was happening was, because the school music programs were gone, parents were like, well, you have to pick an instrument, right? And kids are like, cool, electric guitar. like, no, I meant like violin or clarinet or trumpet or something, right? And so we had this whole huge, you know, migration to rock band instruments as opposed to orchestral or marching band instruments. But without any kind of like, what do I do with this? You know, because at school you're going to march or you're going to be in some performance.
Right.
And so then I was like, oh crap. What they have to do is they have to get together and play. And so we started that as a way to get the kids, individual kids who already knew how to play, together. And then it was like, okay, well, now we're together. Now what are we doing? You know, because kids are so easy to work with at that age.
You're being sarcastic there. I was like, okay.
They love every idea that comes from adults is great.
Yeah, definitely sarcastic.
Then I realized that what really needed to happen was a performance, because then that was the motivation. That was where the kids were like, oh shit, I don't want to sound bad. I don't want to screw up, and you know, I can't suck. So then all of a sudden it wasn't about George and his ideas for what you should do with your music. It was, I got to play on Friday, or I got to play for a Christmas show, or I got to, you know, like when you guys did the Christmas show with your funky sweaters, right?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That, like, those shows were the motivation. Otherwise, it was a bunch of kids in the room going, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Feeding their egos because they're musicians.
Yeah, exactly. So the real ego feed was the show. And so that got everyone motivated to practice. And then, you know, then it was easy for me, you know.
Is it like an after school type
It
program?
It started as an after school, didn't it?
Yeah.
It started as an after school thing. Then everyone's like, oh, why don't you do this in the summer? And then the summer thing became huge, and the after school went away. And then the after school came back after about 4 or 5 years. And now I'm just trying to figure out how to, or if I can, do a summer thing. That's
awesome. I think summer things would be great for kids. You know, obviously summertime is great, and the sooner for me, I would say if I don't know if you'd be able to start it this year, because I don't know the rules on California; they're different than over here. But by next year, I think that's a great. In fact, if that was something like that here in Oklahoma, I'd have my kids go to it. 100%, for sure, I would. All right, let's talk about the next band. There's a guy in the band named Sean that I talked to, and the band's called the Ghost Town Rebellion. They're from Sacramento, so the other side of California, from where you're at, the Sacramento Valley area.
Yeah.
I love their band. This is their newest single, Rabbit Hole, and we're able to play their music video, help promote it a little bit, so I'm excited about that. And this song is, it kind of took me by surprise, Rabbit Hole, and then I saw the video, and I was like, okay, it's Alice in Wonderland themed, which is super cool. Like that's just a neat way. They're very creative band. So let's get this song going.
I feel like usually if it's rabbit hole, it's Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, but my brain doesn't work that great, okay? As we know already from the explaining of Paris Hilton to the song playing, oh, this song about Paris Hilton? After he just explained the whole Paris Hilton thing. So, excuse me.
I think you drank a little bit too much yesterday.
And that's a possibility as well. All right, let's get on with the song. Funny. Uncover Ava Gore. All right, Ava, since you're so smart, I'm gonna have you name off all the characters that we've seen as we see them. So I think you already saw Alice, right?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
that the Mad Hatter back there?
I didn't. Did he have a hat on?
He
I
did
just
have, he
saw
had a hat on.
some prancing red.
Yeah, it was red. Okay, well, let's see here. Play.
Hey, the hookah smoking thing.
Wait, what'd you say?
The hookah smoking caterpillar, whatever.
Oh, okay, there you go. Tattooed Alice. What was that, George?
I like the tattooed Alice idea.
Yeah, yeah, super
Very
cool.
nice. It would explain some of the things she saw on her journey.
Right. Oh yeah, as she goes on her journey, she gets it tatted up on her. Yeah.
Rest stop and cheap shots. That's how we roll. Starry eyes and a wicked.
Okay, who's that guy?
That's the caterpillar. I was talking about.
Oh, that's right. The caterpillar has the pipe thing. That's right. Okay,
Mhm,
I remember now.
Smile, shine and go. All these years facing my fears and expressing my soul. All these years facing my fears down that rabbit hole.
So the cat.
Wait, who's that?
That's the Cheshire Cat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where they shot this video. I know one of their other videos was in an orchard at one of the band's families. I wonder if this was shot in the same orchard. Man, I wish Sean was here. One thing that's cool about Sean, though, I will say, is every time I ask him for something, he always has it available to send to me. Like most bands, you'll be surprised how many bands don't have access to any of their videos. He's one of those guys that's like, I got you, man. Here it is. So thanks, Sean, for that. Appreciate it. I push play. There it goes.
Living in the know. Hear that?
Oh no, the red is the rabbit.
The what?
The guy in the red is the rabbit.
The guy in the red's the rabbit.
Yeah.
Who'd you think it was first? Oh, I said the Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Line for the road. Taking shots at the front we got. That's how we roll. Starry eyes in the sunrise. Shine and go. And all these years facing my fears and expressing my soul. And all these years facing my fears down that rabbit hole.
I feel like this is a very creative way to put a music video out there. Like to get something that people recognize as far as Alice in Wonderland, implement that in your song called Rabbit Hole. I think it's pretty freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Rabbit hole. Down the 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 rabbit hole.
If you look at that whiskey bottle, it says the Ghost Town Rebellion on it, which I thought was pretty cool.
Nice.
So, are you guys following the storyline?
I mean, it's like Alice in Wonderland.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is like it looked like they went down the rabbit hole. Is that what they were chasing the rabbit?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Well,
I think
so.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
I didn't make the video. I don't know.
I'm like the worst. I'm like the worst at following storylines in music videos.
You
That's
are,
why.
yes.
I'm very bad at it. I try to be good. I'm like, I know I'm watching this, but I don't know what it means. Okay, we'll go with what I said. All right. There he goes, rabbit hole. Then they go on to fight for a little bit longer with food and champagne spilling on each other and stuff like that. So definitely a band to check out. Like I said, this music video, we're doing this a little bit early, but the music video does drop in a few days. And I don't even know why I say that, because when I say that, it doesn't matter because I say it and then I air it later. So it's kind of stupid. It's kind of stupid that I bring it up.
Yeah, because then when you air it, it feels like we're not supposed to think about it for another couple of days.
I know, and I do that all the time. I try. I'm not good enough yet. That's the problem. I got to get better at this.
Editing. That's what editing's for.
I don't edit.
Oh, you don't?
Nope. I just let it go, man.
All right, this is live.
Well, it's pretty much going to be. Yeah, you know what? I could edit, but that just takes time.
No,
And I'm like, well, you know what? It is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. Whatever. Sometimes I think the bloopers are funny. Like I'll do something that I don't like, and I'll go back later and I'll watch it, and I laugh at it. I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty funny. So that happens all the time. Sometimes I just don't like things right now, but then you try to take things lightly, you know.
You know those voices. Their voices are incredible.
Yeah. If you ever get a chance to check out, they have some other songs that are out. Like almost every single one of their songs is, to me, I like it. They kind of have that Northern California alternative sound that I like, and I'm from that area, so maybe that's why. I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But all right, well, we were going to talk about some other things, but I guess I'm pretty much out. I was going to talk about mowing the lawn, but I don't feel like talking about that anymore. But real quick, I did buy a lawnmower for the first time ever in my life. I've never actually owned a lawnmower. My parents did. I never did. And so the first time I mowed the lawn in a long time, it felt pretty good, to tell you the truth. My legs actually hurt today. Like
gas or electric?
Gas.
Yeah.
Then I had to buy gas. Then I had to buy a container for the gas.
Yeah. And of course,
then I couldn't
video on TikTok immediately.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I did. I put it on TikTok. The thing is, I didn't know how the gas container worked because it's spill proof. So I was trying to pour the gas into the lawnmower, and it wasn't coming out. And so I just took the whole nozzle off. So today it took about 10 minutes of messing with it. Ava, I'm sure you would have figured it out in just 30 seconds. It took me 10 minutes to sit there and actually mess with it. So we're trying to cut back for the first time ever. My wife's like, let's like budget ourselves a little bit. That's why we're getting rid of cable and mowing the lawn and doing some of the normal things. And I enjoyed mowing the lawn. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it every weekend because I'm going to have to do it every weekend in Oklahoma. But it's a kind of a relaxing time.
Yeah.
How many people on TikTok use the hashtag mow the lawn?
What I use?
What?
What did I use?
No, you use hashtag mow the lawn, and I'm wondering just like how popular that hashtag is on TikTok.
Probably not that popular at all. You know what? I'm gonna text you before I post anything on TikTok. What hashtags should I use? I already know you don't like the hashtags I use. Like, come on, dude. Seriously. What were you gonna say about it, George?
I don't remember.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I started thinking about the hashtag police, and I forgot what I was thinking about.
Oh no!
She was texting me earlier about hashtags. I'm like, I hashtag things, all right? I do it.
Oh no, I wasn't saying that you don't. Sorry. I just
Yes.
I recently found out that if you use too many, it hurts you. So like
Oh,
I'm
really?
super paranoid about it now. Yeah.
Yes,
Like and
they
it's
do.
different on each social media platform, which is really annoying. So like Instagram, like technically you can use 30, but they don't recommend using more than like 10. And then like in Facebook, I'm actually not sure about Facebook. Twitter, you should only use 3. YouTube is like 15 or something like that. So
Well,
all over the place.
you told me 5 on Facebook, so I only do 5 now.
Okay.
And
Well,
I
then
told,
that's probably right.
well, you don't want
And
to
I forgot.
overkill. You don't want to overkill either. But also, if you hashtag something and someone actually searches for that, I think they'll still see it.
Yeah.
Right, but it doesn't just like show up I don't know, on people's explore pages, I think.
No, my stuff never shows up on anyone's pages, anyways. I swear, I'm like shadow ban on Facebook. They hate me. They silenced a couple of my episodes.
He got zucked.
Yeah, that I did. That's what happens, though. All right, we are going to get out of here. I got to find the outro. I want to thank you guys for both being on the show. George, thanks for coming on again. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. I'm going to play the outro song, and then we're going to end this. And shout out real quick to Nothing Short of Tragic for making this iconic outro song that we play on the show. But I still got to find it.
God.
Where is it? I don't see it on here. Oh, here it is. I found it. All right, here we go.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have his back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pin post has a pin show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.
Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to click the like and share button.
Don't forget to go to our YouTube and subscribe.
If you want to listen to our audio and pick up some cool merch, go to www.theloudspot.net. Peace out, rock on, much love.